Hey y'all. As promised, I'm back. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Give me 1 second. Ooh. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. All right, so let's jump in. If you guys just saw my previous video, we were talking about Heavenly not being transparent and saying, oh, I don't want to cry. I don't want to tell people I'm on government assistance because it's embarrassing. So then you see her friend Quad giving her the pep talk, letting her know that people would be, more drawn into her and that it would make, a good, I guess, speech for her, and that people would see her as being vulnerable to talk about her life and where she came from and to cry and be emotional. And here she comes right after Quad tells her to do that. She's fake crying. Y'all not gonna believe this shit. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now she's upset because Toya from Married to Medicine says she's not going to vote for her. Because she's never really gotten along with Toya. She and Toya have always had like this tension between the two of them. But it's so crazy how we literally just covered Heavenly saying she don't want to talk about she used to be on government assistance and how she grew up in her life because it had nothing to do with politics. But then she throws that in there and even talks about her son being arrested as well. So let's go ahead and hear first what Toya had to say when she was asked if she planned to vote for Heavenly. Okay, let's go.
This last one is a little messy.
Okay.
It's a quick answer.
Okay.
Does Heavenly have your vote?
No, she doesn't. But for me, yes, absolutely, unequivocally.
I'm not one of those individuals who are just going to vote for someone just because they're my friend. You have to show me that you're worthy of the position. And right now, we need to take it very seriously. We have a lot of people in positions in office, and it's a mess. And I'm not going to add to the mess. So when she shows me that she's cleaned herself up and that she's polished and she knows how to answer the questions in a way that's for the people, she'll have my vote. But as of now, no.
Now, this last one is a little messy.
Okay.
It's a quick answer.
Okay.
Does Heavenly have your vote?
No,
she doesn't. But for me, yes.
Y'all hear that? So Toya made it very clear she is not voting for Heavenly, which I didn't expect her to because they don't get along. All right, so now let me you guys hear one more time. For those of you that did not hear my other video, let's go ahead and show you guys what Heavenly had to say. She did not want to share that, her life and how she grew up because she didn't feel like, one, it had anything to do with politics, and two, she was embarrassed. So then we're going to look at the video, the most recent one, where she's asked certain questions about Toya, saying she didn't want to vote for her. She used that situation with Toya to then try to say everything that Quad told her to say in this video. Heavenly is so fake. And she didn't even have not one tear come out, but then she was trying to act like she was trying to cry like Quad told her to do. This shit is so crazy.
I have to talk about it more because I can't get on a debate and start crying in front of all them people. You know what I'm saying? And guess who? Look at what you're trying. They might have.
Y'all got to hear what she said she didn't want to talk about. Here we go.
Why won't you say that?
I grew up on government assistance, right?
Those are the things.
Went to the inner city schools.
Those are the things.
I don't think that that's congressional, so I don't say it.
But it's not about. Hold on, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to open up the floor to somebody else.
But and I'm not proud of how.
Baby, no. Let me tell you something. It's not about being congressional. That's where you're going wrong. It's about being human. It's about being having that relatability. You live the life that a lot of our people today are living. People are trying to figure out how they're going to eat. So the SNAP benefits are gone. We're 2 weeks ahead of Thanksgiving, and somebody right now don't know what they're gonna put on their table. You can talk and speak to that. You came up on government assistance. Why is that embarrassing? No, that's not embarrassing. That is not embarrassing. She provided. She did what she had to do, and there's so many other people out here. They're trying to they're making ends meet, so they might gotta go to the food.
So now Quad is telling her she needs to start being emotional and cry, like it's okay to cry, and she don't have to be all tough because of how it will make her look out in the public to be emotional in front of people.
To go and have food stamps. Right now, they can't even get food stamps. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't, let me tell you something. The beauty and the most power you have, if you never hear me say anything, friend, the most power that you have is being who you are and telling who you are and telling your story. If you unlock that, I don't think there'll be a candidate stronger than you. And that's it. He wants you to
get up on the stage quiet and talk about my past and sit up there and then cry.
But here's the thing.
That's not.
Okay, but how about we do this? How about you get used to talking about your past, that in your upbringing. So when you do, and you're on stages and large platforms, now you can talk about it without crying, but it's still heartfelt. Why don't we get used to doing that? Why don't we normalize that with you? Stop hiding. Two people that I know that hide, and y'all both my friends, but you and that damn jacket, y'all do not want to cry. Y'all do not. Everything is not beautiful. Everything is not pretty. We grew up in a different
time.
All right, so y'all hear that? We don't need to hear more. We don't need to hear no more. All right, so now let's watch this and how fake. And you can see that she was coached by Quad, like, girl, you need to cry. Girl, you need to do this. And girl, you need to do that. You need to talk about government assistance because she didn't want to talk about it before. Now watch this clip right here at BravoCon. Because they asked her about how she felt about Toya saying she didn't want to vote for her. But then Heavenly used what Quad coached her into behind the scenes, while she was getting a little makeup and stuff done, to come out and act like she wanted to cry and be vulnerable when she just said she don't do that. And she didn't feel like that had anything to do with her being political. Let's get into it.
We had some conversations with Toya, and she had some not so interesting statements about you running and that she felt like you weren't polished. And a lot of the comments did not agree with her. They felt that as a Black woman, kind of set our community back.
Thank you. Listen, first and foremost, I just hate that I did not educate Toya on that she's not even in my district. She cannot vote. And we had the conversation. She does not know what a state representative does. She damn sure don't know what a congressperson does. But let me talk to you about why I'm running. I'm running because I'm the child with no windows. You remember that episode? I grew up on government assistance. I watched my mom work really hard, and I see burns on her arms when she worked in the laundry, right? Until she could get free child care so she could go back to school, right? My dad was a disabled veteran, 100% disabled, died with Agent Orange. I am a two-time HBCU graduate, Meharry Medical College and FAMU, right? And they're stripping away the loans and the funding for HBCUs. My son was arrested.
Here it comes. Hey.
He came home safely, but so many of our boys don't. And that's why I'm running for Congress, because in my district, where she said that she would never live in and that she was above my district, they don't have a voice. So many people don't have a voice. And I'm going to be that voice. I'm going to use my platform to be a voice that's unvoiced, unapologetic, and unafraid to speak up and speak out for my people. And that's why I'm running. But I don't think Toya gets that. We making some things happen. Thank you for that.
We had some conversations with Toya, and she had
everything that Quad coached her and told her to do backstage. Here she comes out. Miss, I never cry. I'm never going to cry. Now, this is the same person who was saying, no, my son was never arrested. My son was never arrested. Like, what are you talking about? And if he was, Dr. Daddy, he fixed that. And, before I could even know about it, like, I ain't heard nothing about that. I had never heard nothing about my son being arrested. Whole time, mugshot and everything. We talked about that. But y'all see how she just switched that up. She was taking in everything that Quad was telling her back. Said, girl, you need to cry. You need to be vulnerable. Like, she gave her a whole pep talk. This girl came out here fake cried and everything. But she used that situation where Toya saying she was not going to vote for her was her motivation to get out there and replay everything that Quad told her to do. Y'all see that shit? She's so damn fake. That's why, let's move on, child. Fake. All right. Now, let's get into the two mean girls. Now, I do like Simone. Jackie, I can't really do Jackie because Jackie she's too much for me. All right. She's a whole mean girl. But they threw some shade at Mariah, and I didn't like that. And the girl that's interviewing is very shady as well. Now, Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone they're here for bringing castmates back. But when they were asked who they would like to bring back, and then when they specifically asked how they felt about Mariah coming back to the show, even though we know Mariah is not coming back, she said she had no desire to. Her check is still more than theirs, and she's sitting at home watching them. All right, she said that, not me. Mariah pretty producer's credits on this show, she actually brought Married to Medicine to the spotlight. And she's the reason that they actually even have a fucking job on the show. But they threw shade towards Mariah. And I didn't like that because why she got to catch a stray? See? Let's get into it.
But I have to know, there's this running narrative that you two are the mean girls of the cast. How do you feel when you see people say that?
Let me tell you something. When you have to see naked women all day and have to tell the truth, people are going to call you mean because we have to speak the truth.
I really have a soft and amazing heart. Don't you be looking at me crazy. I am really a softie, and I don't want to be mean. But when I tell you, if you bring it out, baby, I got you.
Look, I got chills. I'm scared now.
Me too. I got all nervous too, honey.
If you could bring anyone back on the show, who would it be and why?
If I could bring somebody back, I would bring back Anila.
If I could bring somebody back.
Anybody.
I'm trying to think who left.
You so shady.
What about Mariah?
Stay silent.
Keep going.
Anybody?
Nobody else? Okay, but let's...
Audra.
But I have to know, there's this running narrative that you two...
They don't want Mariah back because Mariah has such a strong presence. I like Mariah. I don't care what nobody says. You cannot make me hate Mariah. When Mariah was on the show, that's when the show was really, really good, okay? I mean, who else could get Heavenly in check? Who else could shut Heavenly up and tell her, girl, you need to power wash your house? That will forever be my favorite line. But yeah, she got the girls together. And y'all know Mariah was top tier when she was on the show. And she's top tier off the show. But Mariah was like, girl, I don't need to be on this show because I'm sitting at home watching them and my check is still bigger than theirs, okay? Yeah. So even if she never comes back, she don't give a damn because Mariah is still that girl. I love Mariah. So yeah. Dr. Jackie, you are a mean girl, so stop looking like that's the first time you heard that because you are indeed a mean girl. All right. Let's get into some more mean girls because the girls are fighting, y'all. The girls are fighting. Now, in this next clip, Shamea and Sidora get into it, and Sidora, honey, is throwing flames at Kelly as well. So the girls are going back and forth. I said, let me find out. Y'all up here fighting. Y'all know Kelly Farrell from the show, honey. She got all these lawsuits where her husband is suing her. Sidora get into it with Shamea because Shamea questions her singing ability and then tries to throw K. Michelle in there. And Drew pretty much got her together. I said, well, damn, let's get into it, shall we? According to Reality Entertainment, here they are at BravoCon, still acting a fool. Let's go.
Current relationship.
Being a liar? I think she's still alive a little bit.
Okay, I said I would try. Drew, do you care to react?
Kelly has like a false beef with me. You know, one minute she's like living for me, my biggest fan, and then she throws this little shade out there.
Angela, you're like one of your Angela's.
At the end of the day, you know, I saw in the vlogs yesterday, and I would be remiss if I didn't address it, because at the end of the day, you know, Shamia and I will be performing together, and I.
You remember now?
But
exactly. A minute ago, she was looking like the holiday song. What?
The reason why I was hesitant is because as we are scheduled to perform together, you were shading me yesterday. It was on the blogs, and I was really shocked, you know, to see that because you were.
I didn't even make it to me. Aren't you supposed to be talking to her?
I haven't even said anything.
I think it was. They just don't bring it back to me. All right, come on.
It was y'all two together.
Okay. So we did a vlog together.
So at the end of the day, Shamea here, being who she is, you know, I don't understand why you would compare me and K. Michelle when we both sing better than you, boo. You know, and the last time that I checked, my album charted, and you have yet to release one. So it's getting almost a one.
What's crazy is that one song did more than your whole album. I did chart for that one song, and your album is still delusional like you.
Kelly the Minion here.
Kelly said what?
Who has no talent.
No, Kelly said what? No, Kelly.
Calm down, y'all. Calm down.
What happened?
Wow.
Kelly is an entrepreneur. Kelly is a businessman.
Y'all doing too much. Calm down.
Somebody else.
One at a time. One at a time. You good, Drew? You good? Sorry.
You should have told me who was asking. I gotta bring it back. I did not know it was going there. I thought, I was so hopeful after hearing that. You and duet still happens. I'm not quite sure after all of that. She gave you a new nickname and everything. Let me ask a
There's some double teams going on. It's a lot of
Hey, girl.
brick and mortar restaurateurs right here. Yes.
Yes.
Hello there, Shamea. Don't.
Child, Sidora came through and slayed down. They was all trying to come at her at one time, and she was just like, okay. She was coming through slicing. She called Shamia Shamesi. She told Kelly, you don't even have any, talents. Like, girl, sit back. You have no talents, okay? And she says, in terms of what's the child named Shamia? She said, child, me and K Michelle sing better than you. And the last time I checked, my album charted, and you ain't even got your album out yet. So, yeah, that was a good read down. I loved it. Did y'all enjoy that? Drew got them all the way together. Come on, Drew. Now I'm liking you again, Drew. Okay, I was like, damn, she lied too much, but I don't know. You kind of drew me back in, Drew. You reeled me back in right there, girl. I love it. What y'all think about Drew? I need to hear just to begin here.
I'm sorry. I'm in a whole different tax bracket than you. You're right.
Oh, see, but Shamia always try to use the money thing, what she has. Oh, I'm in a whole different tax bracket. Only because of your husband. Please understand, you married into money, girl. Okay.
You're right. I am. Y'all want to switch places?
Yeah.
Y'all want to switch places? Current relationship.
Here we go.
Being a liar? I think she's still lied a little bit.
Okay, I said I would try. Drew, do you care to react?
I mean, Kelly has like a false beef with me. You know, one minute she's like living for me, my biggest fan, and then she throws this little shade out there.
Angela, give her one of your Angela's.
At the end of the day, you know, I saw in the vlogs yesterday, and I would be remiss if I didn't address it, because at the end of the day, you know, Shamia and I will be performing together, and I
remember now?
But
Exactly. A minute ago, she was looking like a holiday song. What?
The reason why I was hesitant is because as we are scheduled to perform together, you were shading me yesterday, and it was on the blogs, and I was really shocked, you know, to see that, because you were.
I didn't even get to me. Aren't you supposed to be talking to her?
I haven't even said anything.
I think it was because just don't bring it back to me. All right, come on.
It was y'all two together.
Okay,
so
we did a vlog together.
So at the end of the day, Shamea here, being who she is, you know, I don't understand why you would compare me and K Michelle when we both sing better than you, boo. You know, and the last time that I checked, my album charted, and you have yet to release one. So it's getting almost a 120.
What's crazy is that one song did more than your whole album. I did chart for that one song, and your album is still delusional like you.
Kelly the Minion here.
Kelly said what?
Who has no talent.
No, Kelly said what? No, Kelly.
Yeah, Drew, you came through. I love that. Okay. Yeah, you gave us what we needed right there, Drew. I love it. They're cutting up at BravoCon. Damn, I needed to get me a ticket to go up in there, because the girls are really in there cutting the fool. Wow. All right, but I'm sure Andy is loving every bit of it, because you know Andy loves some mess, honey. So he is definitely giving Andy exactly what he is paying them to do. All right. So shout out to the girls at BravoCon. What's the child name? The Grand Dame is also there. Okay, I saw her there as well, but it wasn't nothing really worth looking at. She had on a cute little white dress that came all the way down like a little ball gownish looking type thing, and they did applaud her when she came out. And a lot of people were saying, why they applauded her? Why they applauding someone getting out of jail and coming to BravoCon, like they're applauding her having multiple DUIs? I don't think it was that. I think they were applauding the fact that she was out and that she looked good. And then she even showed up, because a lot of people was like, damn, is she going to stay home from BravoCon this year because she don't want to answer all the tough questions about the DUIs and her getting locked up and the embarrassing DUI videos and arrest videos? So Karen was like, I don't give a damn. She still showed up. She looked great. Whoever her stylist was, they did her good. So shout out to Karen, man. I ain't got nothing negative to say about that, because she is a part of the franchise. So it's great for her to come out and mingle with the girls and let her, hey, whatever they say, y'all know Karen can hold her own. So shout out to her for that. So let's go ahead and get into this update. Y'all know we've been talking about this young woman here. She's the side piece who was dating the pastor. Y'all know she, what's her name? Latasha Daniels. She learns her fate in the Memphis pastor unaliving. The verdict is in. Okay, so yeah, she's gonna be kind of losing her mind a little bit. But we're gonna go ahead and look at it. I wanted to show you guys this yesterday, but I said, let me go ahead and show it today. So the verdict is in. Y'all know she drove a whole few states over to confront her and to see the married pastor, and she unalived the pastor and the pastor's wife. Okay, yeah, crazy, because he chose to stay with his wife and not be with her. So let's get into her fate.
I understand the jury has reached a verdict. Yes, ma'am. It's however you will be.
Oh Lord, not a. Hold on. Why is it doing it? Hold on, guys.
You can stand and read the verdict. Each of the verdict forms.
Do I need to start from State of Tennessee versus State of Tennessee versus Latasha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253. Verdict form count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of second-degree murder as included in count 1 of indictment number 25-01253. State of Tennessee versus Latasha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253. Verdict form count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of reckless endangerment as included in count 2 of indictment number 25-01253. State of Tennessee versus Latasha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253. Verdict form count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty in count 3 of indictment number 25-01253.
Would you like the jury poll? Yes, please. Okay. I'll start on this end. Is that your verdict?
Yes.
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 Is that your verdict? Is that your verdict?
Yes.
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 Now that you have concluded your service on this case, I thank you for your patience and conscientious attention to your duty as jurors. You have not only fulfilled your civic duty, but you have also made a personal contribution to the ideal of equal justice for all people. You may have questions about the confidentiality of the proceedings. Because the case is over, you are free to discuss the case with any person you choose. However, you do not have to talk to anyone about the case if you do not want to. If you tell someone you do not wish to talk about it and they continue to bother you, let the court know, for we can protect your privacy. If you do decide to discuss the case with anyone, I would suggest you treat it with a degree of solemnity, so that whatever you say, you will be willing to say in the presence of your fellow jurors or under oath here in open court in the presence of all the parties. Also, if you do decide to discuss the case, please respect the privacy of the views of your fellow jurors. Your fellow jurors fully and freely stated their opinions and deliberations with the understanding they were being expressed in confidence. Again, I thank you for your willingness to give of your time away from your accustomed pursuits and faithfully discharge your duties as jurors. You are now excused. I will be back to speak with you shortly, so I'll show you excused to the jury room.
Child.
Why are women everywhere
That's
choosing
why I said don't be out here messing with nobody's man, y'all.
the new
She
tummy
is,
tuck alternative?
She's gonna be getting a lot of time. Let's skip ahead, honey. This is so sad. I hate this. Uh-oh.
I mean, I have mixed feelings. From day one, we believe that this was a voluntary manslaughter. We believe count 2, the reckless, was criminal intent reckless homicide was a fair verdict, and we were happy about the not guilty verdict on count 3. So again, we always thought that this was a crime of passion and that there was adequate provocation based upon his manipulation and the things that he did to her during the course of their relationship.
And you all called Latasha Daniels to testify. Tell me what was the things that you guys thought about when you made that decision.
There was so much of this story that only Latasha could tell. The police only had so much information. And Tabitha Perry did not have a lot of this information. So there was all of these gaps that there was no explanation for, that Latasha had to be the one to fill in for the jury. But also, she wanted to tell her story to this jury. She wanted them to understand how she felt when this was happening. And that's why we did push for that voluntary manslaughter and the reckless endangerment, because she was under such emotional distress when this happened that she was not thinking clearly.
When you go to sentencing, will you push the fact that she has no criminal record and try and see if you can get, I think it carries 15 to 25 years, will you try and push for the lower end of that due to no criminal record in the past?
Absolutely. So second-degree murder in Tennessee has, for someone with no prior criminal history, has two potential ranges of punishment. There's a mitigated range that carries 13.5 years. And then there is a standard range one offender for someone with no prior felonies. That carries 15 to 25 years. We will absolutely be arguing that a woman who is 46 years old and has absolutely no criminal history and has done so much to try to better those around her while she was incarcerated. She wrote a book for incarcerated mothers. She wrote a book for the children of incarcerated mothers. She has lived her life trying to help people. What happened on April the 4th of 2019 was not the actions that ever would have happened with Latasha Daniels if she was not in that state of distress.
All right, so we're going to stop it there. So let's go ahead and refresh you guys' memory. She's still looking at a lot of time. She is a mother as well, so she's going to be spending a lot of time away from her kids. That's probably what made her break down. And, you know, there was no telling what was going through her mind, but obviously she became emotional thinking about, okay, I'm going to be away from my kids. That's probably what she was thinking about. And then how stupid that, you know, of a decision she made to take this person's life. And now it's taking her away from her children. And it's pretty much taking her life. So let's go ahead and update you guys on what this situation was about. So a jury has found Latasha Daniels guilty of second-degree unaliving in the 2019 pow unaliving of Memphis pastor Brose Perry. Okay. It said that the 46-year-old was also convicted of reckless endangerment for wounding Perry's wife, Tabitha. So she did not unalive the wife. She did pow the wife as well, but she did not pass away. So it took jurors just a couple of hours to return their verdict, okay, which you guys just heard. So Daniels was facing charges for first-degree unaliving, attempted first-degree unaliving, and use of a firearm during a felony. It says that the prosecution claimed that Daniels unalived Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church pastor Perry while the two were having an affair, and that the unaliving was planned. Now, it goes on to say that Perry's wife was also injured in the pow at the Meridian Place Apartments in Collierville. Prosecuting attorney Kelvin Alpine says that Daniels and Perry knew each other because he had been a pastor at St. Mark's Baptist Church in Little Rock, Arkansas, and she was a member there. So that's how she met him, being a member at the church he pastored. So the prosecution argued that Daniels' decision to purchase a pow and drive 2.5 hours from Arkansas to Memphis was proof of premeditation. They said that we had proved that it was knowing a unaliving of another person, but we just didn't quite get there on premeditation. It says that and like I said, we can disagree with it and with respect, both at the same time, said prosecuting attorney Kelvin McAlpine. Said that throughout the trial, Daniel's attorney never denied that she pow Perry or his wife, but said that it was a crime of passion fueled by Perry's allegations or alleged manipulation. Okay. So they are trying to push, of course, for voluntary manslaughter and the reckless endangerment because she was under such emotional distress when this happened. But they said that she was not thinking clearly, according to self-defense attorney Lauren Fuchs, the white lady you guys just saw. News station affiliate WREG asked the defense how Daniels felt after her conviction. They said that I think she's a little bit in shock. They said that I think that she's struggling with the idea that she's probably going to spend another decade in prison. But it says, I think that it's also understood that this happened for a reason, said defense attorney Arthur Holmes. Okay. They said that Thursday, the defense called Daniels to testify. On the witness stand, Daniels admitted that she pow-powed Perry, but said that she she accidentally pow-powed his wife. So she said she didn't mean to pow-pow the wife, but of course she meant to pow-pow him. Said that Daniels said that she became suicidal when Perry unexpectedly ended the relationship in April of 2019. So she purchased a pow-pow from Fort Thompson Sporting Goods in Sherwood, Arkansas. Said that she drove 2.5 hours to Perry Colorville apartment because he told her that they would tell his wife about the affair. So she was going there because he told her to come there so they both could sit down and tell the wife about the affair. Why you can do it over the phone? That probably would have saved you from being in prison. Now, in her testimony, they said that Daniels also stated that during her second marriage, her husband was emotionally distant and neglectful. She said that she tried to get her husband to agree to marriage counseling because she didn't want another failed marriage. Daniels said that she reached out to Perry about counseling because she served as an executive pastor, and he served as an executive pastor and leader of her Life Church group. Said that 2 to 3 weeks after the first session, Daniels said that she met Perry for a second counseling session. Now, Daniels stated that while she was talking to him, Perry pulled her chair close to him and started kissing her, and they ultimately had sex. So this was during the time he's supposed to have been counseling her for marriage counseling. So she says that Perry at that moment gave her everything that she had been missing for a long time. So now we understand why she gravitated towards him. So Daniels is expected to be sentenced sometime next year following her hearing in December. Okay, so now we get a better understanding what happened. I would tell him, no, we're not doing this. But as you guys can see, she was missing the emotional from her then husband, who she was trying to save the relationship with. But the pastor came on to her and she reciprocated his advances, and it wound up costing him his life and almost his then wife's life as well, because she also pow-powed her in a crime of passion. So that's the update on that. We've been talking about it in the Car Chronicles, but I wanted to give you guys the update. Please go ahead and comment on all the topics that we discussed. Also, please don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe. Thank you to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Tyra KVR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. Also, thank you to all of my content creators who joined this live as well. All right, we're going to get on out of here, guys. Again, thank you all. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe, and also don't forget to ring that notification bell so you guys will know when we go live again. All right, until the next video. Bye.